So Farin, can you tell me what is the relation between diffractive index, real depth and apparent depth when refraction is from denser to rarer? For example, a coin placed in a glass of water.
Sir, real depth upon apparent depth is equal to the refractive index.
Okay, very good. Rohit, can you tell me what is the relation between refractive index and real height and apparent height when the refraction is from rarer to denser? For example, a high altitude moving plane.
Apparent height upon real height.
Equal to refractive index. Okay. Today we are going to discuss one more examples of refraction of light, that is called atmospheric refraction. Last class I explained some points about that. So the sun is visible a little before or after the actual sunrise or sunset. This is due to atmospheric refraction of light. That means 2 minutes before the actual rise and 2 minutes after the actual sunset, we can see the image. So 2 plus 2, 4 minutes that we are getting extra. So we say that the day is longer by about 4 minutes due to atmospheric refraction explained with the diagram. By actual sunrise, we mean the actual crossing of the horizon by the sun. The refractive index of air of normal density is about 1.0003 relative to vacuum. The density of air is higher near the surface of the earth. That means the lower part of the earth is denser. And in comparison with the upper part of the atmosphere is acting as like a rarer medium. So the diagram you can see here. So you are standing here on a surface. Line show the horizon. The line show the horizon. I am showing the position of the sun, that is the objects. So here you have the sun. That is the object position. So lower part of the atmosphere is here. That is a denser medium. And upper part of the atmosphere is acting as a rarer medium. So light ray coming from sun, that is continuously coming from rarer to denser medium. Suppose the light ray is coming from here, it's going to come from different layers, and when light is coming toward the observer. Rarer to denser medium. When it is here one layer, that's toward normal, then toward normal, then toward normal, then toward normal, and becoming to your eye. And for you, for the observer, the light ray appears to come from a point here. See the position of the sun, that is the image position of the sun. So, sun is below the horizon. It can be a position before sunrise. This can be a position, object in the position, this can be before sunrise or after sunset. Before sunrise or after sunset. If it is before sunrise, the ray is coming from here and coming to your eye, and for you, they have come from a position above the horizon, means sun is visible here, it can be seen 2 minutes before. Similarly, this will be a location of the sun after the sunset goes beyond the horizon, and again the image of sun can be seen after the sunset. The day is longer about by 4 minutes due to atmospheric refraction. So this is another example. It is also very important, refraction. Okay. Next, if we can write a numerical, just note down in the copy this numerical. All of it. Get ready and just see the numerical. A small ink dot a small ink dot on a paper is observed. A small ink dot on a paper is observed through a glass slab. Through a glass slab of thickness 10 centimeter. A small ink dot on a paper is observed through a glass slab of thickness 10 centimeter and refractive index 1.5. And refractive index 1.5. By what distance? By what distance would the dot appear to be raised? By what distance would the dot appear to be raised? By what distance would the dot appear to be raised? It's an important question, simple and important one. I repeat, a small ink dot on a sheet of paper is observed through a glass slab of thickness 10 centimeter and refractive index 1.5. Why? By what distance would the dot appear to be raised? Means object distance is known to you. You have to find out the apparent distance, apparent depth, and what is the change in that. Change means object distance minus object, that means real depth minus apparent depth, that you have to calculate. This is the surface here in water. We are observing through a glass slab. Observing through glass slab. Glass slab thickness is going to be as 10 centimeter. Thickness 10 centimeter means that means you are observing from here. You are observing from here. So object distance, real depth is given to you. This is real depth. The thickness is real depth. The image position will be obvious to this. This is the image. This is object and this will be the image. So what is this vertical shift, vertical waste? How much distance is vertically shifted to this image that you have calculated? So refractive index is known to as real depth divided by apparent depth. So apparent depth is equal to what distance you are in image position. That is equal to real depth divided by refractive index. What is the value you calculated? Anyone?
10 by 3.
Real depth is equal to 10. Refractive index is given as 1.5. That is equal to, you can write it as 3 by 2. What answer is saying? Anjal. Yogi?
20 by 3.
20 by 3. Centimeter. So what is the vertical shift? That is, vertical shift is OI. Next one we are going to have vertical shift. Vertical shift is equal to real depth minus apparent depth. That is 10 minus 20 by 3. What is the value? You can calculate and tell me.
Ten by 3.
10 by 3 centimeter. 10 by 3 centimeter. So this is a simple one. Can be asked for 2 mark question. Okay, next topic is very important one, very, very important. That is called total internal reflection of light. Total internal reflection. Very, very important topic. You can see in almost all question papers, there will be a question regarding this. Total internal reflection of light. Very, very important one. So here the condition is the light rays should travel from denser medium to rarer medium. That is the first and foremost point. When a light ray goes from one medium to the another medium, some part of the light is reflected in the same medium and some part of the light is transmitted. If it is a transparent medium, okay, that means refraction is there as well as some light will be reflected. So we can see an example. XY, I mark this line XY is an interface between two media. This is a denser medium. Dotted line I mark here, this is a denser medium. This is a denser medium and this is a rarer medium. The lower one is a denser, the upper one is a rarer medium. Suppose I am taking an object. An object is here, say at the point A. The object is at the point A, it is in the denser medium. We consider different rays of light. First ray of light from the point A is the interface at O. It's a normal incidence. So without any bending, the light ray will go straight. So it is going straight like this. The ray will continue like this. There is no refraction, there is no change in the path because it is a normal incidence. Second ray of light reaches the point, say O dash, this point is O dash. With an angle of incidence, normal I am making at the point normally. Angle of incidence is I1. The light ray is going from dense to rarer, bends away from the normal. So bends away from the normal, it is going like this, and here I am marking as R1. So R1 ka value is greater than I1 because it is going from denser to rarer. R1 is greater than. So you are going to increase. In this case, one more thing will happen. One part of the light we are showing that is refracted, but one more thing will take. Some part of the light will be coming back in the same medium. That is called partial reflection. So that obey the laws of reflection comes here. Dot line marking here. And this way, this is called as a partial reflection or partially reflected light. Some light is coming back in the same medium, some part, and other part is undergoing refraction. Suppose we are making another greater angle of incidence. So angular refraction also will increase. Here 30 degree, next one we take it as 35 degrees, see what will happen. So next case, another ray of light, this is the point here, O double dash. At an angle of incidence I2, this I2 is greater than I1, so angular refraction will increase. So angular refraction will increase. This is R2. You can see that R2 is again greater than R1. And some part of the light will be reflected in the same medium, that is called partial reflection. As we increase the value of angle of incidence, that is another ray reaching the point here O3 dash O3. And see here this angle marking as I3. And you see the angle of refraction. This angle of refraction here it is here 30. This you can say that 70. And now here angle of refraction becomes 9 degree at degrees. So the light ray goes along the surface. And angle of refraction here is 90 degrees. So at this particular angle of incidence, the refracted ray moves along the surface. We say that graces along the surface. So angle of refraction is equal to 90 degrees. This particular angle of incidence, I3, we call it as the letter C, and this is called critical angle. Critical, called critical angle. And here also the light ray will be partially reflected. So all the cases dotted line mark is also partial reflected, maybe partial reflection. Some part is light ray reflected back, other part is undergoing reflection. Next, one more ray we take it as if angle of incidence greater than this particular angle that I marked as C. I think all of you can see this. When angle of incidence is C, critical angle, we'll explain on the way. And the angle of refraction is 90 degrees. Because light ray graces along surface. If you are taking another ray of light that is reaching the point here, 4 at this point. Here the angle is greater than critical angle, I4. This angle of incidence is I4 is greater than critical angle. Now, no light will refract and go to second medium. Second medium में कोई light नहीं जाएगी. Means there is no transmission of light in the rarer medium. So light is going from denser medium to rarer medium at a point where the angle of incidence is greater than critical angle. There will be no refraction. The total light, the pure light that will be coming back to the same medium. Total reflected light. It's not partial reflected. Total light is reflected in the same medium. And by obeying the laws of full light will be coming to the same medium. So total light is reflected. Total light is reflected in the medium, and this is what it has total internal reflection. Total light is reflected. So there is no way it is not going to the other medium. The total light is reflected into the same medium. So that is why we call this a total internal reflection. Same medium के अंदर light is पूरा वापस आ रहा है. And the 100% light is coming in this case. So the image formed is extremely brighter in comparison with ordinary kind of reflection from the mirrors, plane mirror, concave mirror, and convex mirror. So the image that you are getting by total internal reflection is extremely bright and of high clarity. This is because the entire light, total light is coming with the same medium when the angle of incidence is greater than the critical angle. So what is the critical angle? Critical angle definition is here. You can say it is the angle of incidence in the denser medium at which the angle of refraction in the rarer medium is equal to 90 degrees. Critical angle is, what is the critical angle? Critical angle means angle of incidence in the denser medium at which angle of refraction in the rarer medium is 90 degrees. That is the definition of critical angle. Lakshya Malik, can you tell me the definition of critical angle? Lakshya Malik. Akshita Jain. Akshita Jain. Akshita Jain. No response. Jaswin Jose, define critical angle. It is the angle of incidence in the denser medium at which angle of refraction in the rarer medium is equal to 90 degree. 90 degree. How this is related to refractive index? That equation we have to make. So what is the condition for undergoing total internal reflection? 2 points you have to remember. First one, the light ray should go from denser to rarer. Most essential condition. Second one, the angle of incidence must be greater than the critical angle. Critical angle is the angle of incidence in the denser medium at which the angle of refraction in the rarer medium is equal to 90 degree. So what is the relation between refractive index and critical angle? Very, very important relation. So here I am marking the point O triple dash. O3 line. At O3 point, angle of incidence is C and angle of refraction is 90 degrees. So we use this Snell's law refraction. Snell's law refraction is sin I divided by sin R equal to refractive index of second medium. Here second medium is a red tensor. So I write refractive index of red tensor to avoid confusion. When IC and R equal to 90 degrees, substitute value sin C divided by sin 90. That is equal to refractive index of their medium with respect to tensor. Sin 90 is 1. So sin C is equal to refractive index of their tensor. But you usually write refractive index of denser medium with respect to their. Therefore, refractive index of denser with respect to their is write n. The reciprocal of this 1 upon n and denser, that is 1 upon sin C. Write this equation. So n equal to 1 upon sin. Where n stands for refractive index of denser medium with respect to rarer medium. And here the refractive index of a medium depends upon the wavelength. Exact equation we'll see on the way. It depends upon the wavelength and it is inversely proportional. Refractive index of a medium is inversely proportional to the wavelength of light. Means different wavelength, different refractive index for the same medium. Don't think that refractive index of particular medium will be same for all wavelength. No. Depending upon the wavelength, there will be a particular value. Equation will be on the way I'll explain. So this is the total internal reflection equation n equal to 1 upon sin C. And some important values you have to learn. Suppose the light is going from denser to rarer medium, there will be a chance of total non-reflection if angle of incidence is greater than the critical angle. What are the values of critical angle for different pairs of medium? So two examples we have defined. First one, suppose light is going from water to air. Simple, that is going from water to air. The light is going from water to air. Refractive index is water to air. Denser medium to rarer medium. Refractive index is 4/3. And you have to calculate the value of critical angle. N equal to 1 upon sin C. Value of n is 4/2 equal to 1 by sin C. Sin C is equal to 3/4. Sin inverse 3/4. Value of critical angle, you have to learn it is about 48.75. Learn approximately 48 degrees. So if the light is going from denser water to air at an angle greater than this, the light will undergo total non-reflection. This value you have to remember. And this value of critical angle is calculated for a wavelength. For 5,500 times 2. And this is the constant. Particularly the calculation. And for next example, it is from glass to air. Glass to air, denser to air. Refractive index is the 3/3, maybe 1.5, 1.5 x from maybe that. Okay. So again, n equal to 1 by sin C, and when you are writing 3/2, 1 upon sin C, the way you have to see sin C is equal to 2/3, so sin inverse 2/3. Value is about 42 degrees. You have to learn it is 41.14 degrees. So nearby you can remember it as 40 degrees and then 48 degrees. This is a compulsory, also learn these two values properly. Okay. So next my question is, so condition for undergoing TIR is from light ray should go from a denser to rarer medium at an angle of incidence greater than critical angle. And one more case is there, we'll see sparkling of diamond. For a diamond, the refractive index is about 2.42, so the critical angle calculation is coming to about 24.41 degree. So diamond also, you have to remember for diamond, refractive index is 2.42. So critical angle is 24.41 degree. This all calculation depends upon wavelength 5900 angstrom. If you change the wavelength, the value also will change. So usually remember this value. Anshuman Singh, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
So if a light ray is going from water to glass, how can you calculate the critical angle?
Sir, refractive index of water with respect to air and glass with respect to air.
Okay, Praveen, can you tell me light is going from water to glass? So can you calculate the refractive relation for critical angle?
The refractive index of glass with respect to air divided by refractive index of water with respect to air.
Okay. Yogit, light is going from water to glass. So can you calculate the critical angle in this case?
Yes, sir. 9 by, we have to take n is equal to 9 by 8 and then find out the C.
Okay, you cannot calculate because light is going from water to glass. Water is a rarer medium and glass is a denser medium. Total non-reflection will not take place. So you should not forget that value. Okay, forget means you should not. That means light ray should go from where to where? Denser to rarer medium. Water to glass. Water is a rarer medium and glass is denser. So in yoga, if the light is going from glass to water, then total non-reflection will take place. Okay, thank you.